Ready to make a real impact every day? Join the Active Day Home Care team and help clients maintain their independence in the comfort of their own homes. Make a difference in someone's life as you provide essential daily assistance and protect their health and happiness. Earn up to $20 an hour and enjoy additional perks like optional daily pay, 401k, paid time off, ongoing educational training, and more. Join a team that values care, compassion, and your professional growth. Visit ActiveDay.com to apply.
Hey, this is Jill from the Container Store.
Oh.
Is there something wrong?
I just thought a virtual designer would be a cool robot.
I could do a robot voice if that helps.
Maybe?
Hi, I am Jill. Let's design.
Nope, absolutely not. Regular voice, thank you.
Yeah, I'm not good at impressions.
Enjoy free virtual in-home closet design and up to 25% off closet systems with the Container Store's custom closet sale. The Container Store, where space comes from.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
You people. You're not a race. You are a virus. You destroy the world. Everything beautiful you poison. You drag us from our homes, you rape our daughters, murder our sons. You crack our spines and do all you can to break our will. You stab us. Then you put the knife in our hand and tell us it's our fault. And if you don't do it yourself, you stand by, close your eyes, and pretend there's nothing wrong. And then you pray to your God to silence our screams so that you can enjoy the happiness that we built for you with our blood. But it's not your fault. It's the only way you know how to be. And the only thing that will change anything is if another virus comes along and does to you what you do to us. And I hope that happens very soon.
What's up? Yeah.
How are you?
I am trusting and leaning on the everlasting arm. That is what I am. Yes, Lord, call on him. Yes. That is what I'm doing.
Why are you, I mean, as you should always trust and lean on him, but why so particularly this week?
Girl, I mean, first of all, it's about to be a heat wave, so therefore I'm just like, I don't like to be hot.
I don't either.
And also, I just paid my rent, so.
Real.
So, like,
That is so real. Okay.
Yeah,
right.
And also, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, life would be a lot better if I had money, so.
Well, what did you do this week? What did you do for the 4th of July?
Oh, I went to an auntie party.
What?
Oh my gosh. So, you missed it because you were out being white.
Did they have boxed wine?
No, I went to the Freedom Party.
Oh, it's back?
They do it annually now in Central Park. So I went out with a couple of friends.
Look at you.
And we partied. I saw Leon.
Leon.
Yeah, like, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Leon. Yeah, he is
Richard.
so fine in person. Yes.
That's my little Richard.
Yes, yes. He's a little soft and pink, but it was,
Is he tall?
He is. He's my height. and chocolate and fine. And
I love Leon.
Me too. You know he's in a band?
No, but
he's in a reggae band because he's Jamaican.
Is he Jamaican? I
Yeah.
I had no clue.
Yeah, he is.
I had no clue.
Yeah, I didn't know that either until like later on in life. But
Yeah, like Jada Pinkett.
She's
Also in a band of the rock nature.
Yeah, and she's actually all right. But I mean, if you're into that, but Leon's band is actually dope too. It's reggae. It is not like dance hall. It's like
Lovers Rock.
Yeah.
Do you know the name of it?
Ooh, shit.
Homework.
I can't think of. I can't think of it. I remember having seeing a poster with like him on it, and like it was like brown, and there was like dates of like when they were touring or whatever. But yeah. Also, and then like what else did I do this weekend? Me and another friend of mine, we just walked around the city. We went to Criff Dog, which is everything. Have you ever been to Criff Dog?
No, but you've told me about it.
Oh my gosh. If you ever come to New York, listeners, you guys should go to Criff Dog. It's super white, but like it's like hot dogs. It's not even white. It's like Stoner's Paradise. Like it's all hot dogs all the time. So I had this one called John Don Darragon, and it tastes like an everything bagel. Like it's got like poppy seeds and scallions and cream cheese and bacon.
It sounds like so much.
Yeah, it's not. And then I had the BLT one, which was like bacon, lettuce, tomato, and the hot dog.
Okay.
And
do they grill?
No, they're deep fried.
Oh, are they battered?
No.
Oh, it's like a fried bologna sandwich.
I try not to think of it that way, but yeah.
Let me tell you something.
And some of them are wrapped in bacon.
You all know how particular I am about my food preferences.
Yeah.
And where I purchase them and so forth and so on.
Yeah, you're about to say something extremely colored, but go on.
A fried bologna sandwich is good as hell. You put it on some wheat bread with some mustard. You make sure the bread is toasted. You butter it because there's nothing healthy about this.
No.
And you fry the bologna to perfection and make sure the edges get black. Nigga. Y'all can't tell me that is not a lit fried bologna sandwich. Some people add mayo, but you know I stay away from that.
Okay. Because mayonnaise is the wrong part of the equation in here.
Exactly, but you know, people are doing too much.
Because mayonnaise is the wrong part, not the bologna.
You're doing too much.
Anyway, how was you? I heard you went camping.
I went camping,
and not like Kardashian camping. You went like roughing it.
Oh, I didn't go glamping. I went camping.
Oh, okay.
Like niggas slept in a tent.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was absolutely anti initially.
Oh my gosh.
And then you want to know something?
You enjoyed it.
So amazing. I had such a good time.
Really?
Yep. Got out there and I said, all right, I'm gonna just make sure I have a positive mentality because we got out there late at night. So we were on these windy, turny, twisty, mountainy roads, narrow, in Pennsylvania, and so there was absolutely no cell phone service whatsoever. So the friends we were meeting, when they completely stopped responding, that's when I knew, like, oh, nigga, we're going camping. Like, we're going to a place that doesn't even have phone service.
Yeah.
So some kind of way, the magic of, you know, Jesus is my compass came into play. And the GPS worked all the way out to the campsite, even though I had no service. And,
well, you also have Sprint, so that's, I mean.
No, literally, like.
Yeah.
AT&T is the only thing that worked out there. You had to go to a certain spot, and even then it was completely spotty.
Yeah.
So we had no service.
Damn.
So I slept in a tent. I cooked jerk chicken. I marinated jerk chicken before I went, so we cooked that over the fire.
Ooh, I know that was good.
Obviously, we had s'mores.
I know that was good.
We also did cinnamon rolls in a cast iron and put it over the grill.
Oh my god.
And we had like pancakes and eggs and sausage for breakfast. Like, it was lit. And then our campsite was right off of a river, so you could hear the river at night when you're going to sleep. And we would like stay up around the fire and indulge. And we would do that until like 2-3 in the morning, and then went to bed, and you would hear the river and just fall asleep, which I just knew that I was going to get up and go sleep in the car. Like, I was like, all right, well, bring me a tent, but y'all know I'm going to go sleep in the car.
Yeah.
It was so peaceful. It was cold, so you had to make sure.
It wasn't that hot this weekend.
Well, no, at night, it would get hot during the day, but at night it was cold. So you had to make sure you, like, put on layers around the fire and, like, when you went to sleep. And then, a nigga went kayaking in the river.
Oh!
For 8 miles.
Oh.
So
your arms must have fell off after.
Listen. So the friends who we were with they're very outdoorsy, very active people.
Yeah.
Okay? So they went first, paid for their kayaking and canoeing, because it was either or. And
have I ever been kayaking? I went whitewater rafting. That's what I've gone.
I don't know if I'm.
That was. Whew, yeah.
That sounds like too much for my heart. So
it was lit though. But go ahead.
They paid for it, and so I said, "All right, so I'm going to pay for it. So which one are we doing?" They said, "We picked the 8-mile one." I said, "Okay." So I just said,
"That's literally from here to Harlem."
So I said to the girl, I said, 2 8-mile kayak trips, please. Paid for it. And niggas got in the river, and when I realized that I was getting ready to row myself to freedom, I was so scared, and it was such a rocky river. I got stuck on the rocks about 6 times. My husband had to keep, shifting in his kayak to try to row back to me to save me, to push my boat out of whatever rocks I would get into. And it was literally 9 of us out there. One of our friends got sick. We had to, try to find a riverbank with some locals.
Oh my God.
It was an adventure. Yeah. But at the end of it...
This sounds like Oregon Trail. You fjord the river.
If you could see the view, it was literally
someone got sick with dysentery.
In a river surrounded by trees.
Oh my gosh.
I was a dot.
Oh my gosh.
So... if you look on my Instagram, you'll see the kayak picture, but at the end of it, I said, I just kayaked for 8 miles. And I said, nigga, this was some bullshit. Just kayaked. My arms and my shoulders are burning the burns of 1,000 blunts. What? And then I'm gonna tell you, when we got a mile from our campsite where we're supposed to pull the kayaks over, we got a mile away. Everybody's like, "There's our campsite! There's our campsite!" When I tell you, I rode past everybody with all of the fury that has ever existed, and it was not our campsite, and I was pissed, and I rode harder. Oh my God. And then, right when we got to freedom, my boat got stuck in the rocks again. I was completely over it by this point. I got out in the river. It was shallow at that point, and dragged my boat back to the shore. That's it. So, I mean, I'm proud of myself. I did it. Will I ever kayak for 8 miles again? Absolutely not. It takes 4 hours. I was on the river for 4 hours. My forehead was so sunburned.
Oh my gosh.
And I have a lot of forehead.
Yeah.
So, it's fine. I know it.
Yeah, you are you're really dark.
For me, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you got your Lupita on.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
But the rest of the time, I sat out in the sun and tried to tan and rubbed coconut oil on myself and
that's real.
Read books and indulged and just, it was very peaceful and relaxing until these white people pissed me off at the end.
What did they do?
I'm sorry, I know this story is long, but it must be told.
I mean,
so
girl, it's Jade and XT.
I know. It's Jade and XT.
We really don't have to talk about shit that happened in pop culture because it was just really raggedy, really.
So let me tell you about how white people can always ruin something for you.
Man.
They can ruin the best I was at peace, my nigga. I wasn't cussing nobody out. Like, it was great. There was some skinheads way over, a couple of different
And you know, and I told
us.
you, I was like, y'all gonna be in racist-ass Pennsylvania.
Well, listen, no, they were quite peaceful. They were a peaceful people.
The
But they had
skinheads?
these other people, no, but they had their monster trucks with their bass and their systems that they get installed, and apparently they get systems installed like niggas do.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they decided that they were going to play Led Zeppelin and whatever else at ignorant levels, where you could hear it over in the other campsites. So anyway, on the very last day, after all this peace, after like a nigga got over kayaking for 8 miles and everything else, we're going to go on a little hike before we leave, but we were on a few time constraints. So we told the friends, we were like, listen, we need to go on a short excursion. We can't go on a long one. So we go to this trail, which took forever to get to, and it was like going back into Texas Chainsaw Massacre territory. And finally get to this trail, right? Now, I have an extreme fear of snakes. Anybody knows me knows that I have a huge fear of snakes, and it is completely irrational. There is nothing that you can say that's going to make me...
It's not irrational to have a fear of snakes.
You're not going to make me comfortable with anything that snakes are involved in.
Yeah.
So, of course, I asked the entire time if there were snakes in this area of Pennsylvania. People were like, we don't see snakes, generally. It's not really a common thing at all. Okay, of course, on that 8-mile kayak trip that felt like 16 years, I looked in the river the entire time for snakes and alligators. And while it...
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously. Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
May be completely irrational for alligators to be in the Delaware River. A nigga was looking hard because I'm not going out like that.
No, totes understand.
So on the last day, we get to this hike, to this trail. And we get out and we start going uphill. It's a mile up and a mile back, and apparently there's this amazing view at the top, which is a panoramic view of the Delaware River. So pick walking sticks, all of that. So we bump into these white people coming down, and there was one. My friend is white. I don't think anybody else was white, but. My friend stops and asks the people, she's like, oh, about how long does it take to get to the top because of our time constraints? They were like, oh, it only takes about 30 more minutes. But watch out for the rattlesnakes. So I didn't really hear that part. Like, I kind of heard it, but I didn't. But everybody else did. And so they were trying to scoot me along. They were like, come on, Jay, let's get going. I said, and so the white people said it again. They were like, watch out for the rattlesnakes. There's a sign up there that warns you. We didn't see any. The people ahead of us did, but we didn't see any. So just be careful. They'll probably be on the outskirts anyway. I said, you all be blessed. I turned around and I went right back down to the car. And so my husband's chasing behind me, and he's like, babe. Listen, there's no rattlesnakes in Pennsylvania. Like, they live in warm climates. I do not care.
Yeah.
When I hear that, all of my logic goes out of the window.
Yeah.
And so I bumped past those white people and got in my truck. And he came, and when he gave them the filthiest look ever to exist, like, you ruined this. And they were like, sorry. So, come to find out, they lied. First of all, if
oh my god,
if there's warnings before you enter a trail, they're going to be at the beginning of the trail. They're not going to be at the top. Did I think that way when they said that? Absolutely not. When everybody and their mother said, we have been camping for the last 2 days and have not seen any snakes, and They are not here in Pennsylvania. They're not going to be right here. It's too cold for them or whatever. The climate change is too crazy. That makes no sense to me because all I hear is snakes.
Yeah.
So what I would like to say to that white woman is that I would like to punch you in your face. And I respect my elders, but I don't care if you're 65 years old or 40 or 73. And I say 40 because you looked 65.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I do not care. You ruined an experience for me and you ruined it for my husband. And I hope that you choke on your corn one night because that was evil what you did. You lied to me and robbed me of a wonderful experience. And when you saw the fear that I absolutely had where I turned around and went back to my vehicle because you all were on your way out, so you saw me blow past you, why didn't you say you were kidding then? So I could have cussed you out in person instead of on this damn show you ain't never gonna listen to anyway. So anyway, it was a really nice camping trip and some white people ruined it for me at the end.
White people ruin a lot of things. Mm-hmm. But not this show.
Ooh, that pissed me off. Like,
yeah. No, Avi. But, where do we go from here? Oh, right. So, listen to us everywhere. Shout out to the person who was listening to Jade and XD while Jade was at the car wash.
Oh, yeah. I don't know who you are, but I heard my voice and I was like, this is weird.
Yeah. Shout out to my office who listens to the show.
Shout out to all of you. You the real MVPs because you help him pay his rent.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Make sure you shop our sponsors, Warby Parker, Audible, Target.
And sign up for Uber.
If you want to be a driver, which I've actually heard a couple people say that they want to do, so...
Yeah.
Holla at us.
Yeah. And last but not least, definitely like us on SoundCloud and definitely rate us 5 stars on iTunes. We don't ask for money. We just ask you that you rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
That's it.
My mama was raised in the era when clean water was only served to the fairer skin. Doing clothes you would've thought I had help, but they wasn't satisfied unless I picked the cotton myself. You see, it's broke, nigga, race him. That's that don't touch anything in the stove. And it's rich, nigga, race him. That's that come in, please buy more.
Speaking of freedom, so like, I'm just gonna read this to you. And I'm going to see your reaction, because I know you don't really... You
live for an organic response.
Yeah, I do. Because I still don't know how to, like, feel about it.
Well, you know when you're stuck...
Yeah.
I will carry us home.
Yeah. The headline reads... Slave descendant unites with plantation owner for heartwarming dinner 181 years after families lived there.
Oh, nigga.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Ooh, this sounds like some bullshit. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, like, the other day, this, Nkrumah Stewart, a slave descendant, and Robert Adam.
How do you spell Nkrumah?
Oh, it's like African. Nkrumah.
Oh, okay.
Like Nkrumah. And I'm sure I'm pronouncing it horribly, and I apologize immensely. A slave descendant and Robert Adams, a plantation owner, sat down with their families to enjoy a lovely dinner on the same South Carolina property where Stewart's family once owned. So, like, Stewart said, "This was not about the past. This was not about let's try to fix things that we can't ever change. This was about my name is Nkrumah Stewart. My name is Robert Adams. Pleasure to meet you, cousin. Let's get to know each other."
Whoa there.
Yeah.
Whoa, buddy.
There it is.
Okay.
There it is.
My nigga.
There it is, right there. Right there. There's the sand and the greens, right there. Yeah.
We ain't kin.
Oh, but they is.
Oh, God.
Because, the reason Nkrumah Stewart wrote, "The reason why I was there tonight was because 181 years ago, in 1835, Joel Robert Adams and my fourth great-grandmother, one of his slaves, Sarah Jones Adams, had a daughter, Louisa. Louisa had Octavia. Octavia had James. James had my grandfather, J.D. J.D. had my mother, Linda." So they kin.
By default.
Yeah. But, like...
Sometimes you just don't get to know your other family. Sometimes it just be like that. I don't know. I mean, it's not...
Because I wonder... And because I have to do, because I'm going to do the Ancestry kit. I've decided after what you and I talked about before.
Okay. Oh yeah,
And I'm curious as to what's going to happen, not because of who is in my family tree, but like, well, yes, who is in my family tree? Like, what do I have? Like some Nilikin, you know, in my blood, or you know, out there, like,
okay,
like, well, no, but like, what if I'm related to like
Prince Harry?
No, God, no. I was gonna say like Philip, like Ryan Phillippe or something, like, you know what I mean?
You wish.
No, I don't. That means I can't fuck him.
Gross.
But like, you get what I mean? Like, I'm just interested as to what that means. Like, I don't know how I would. First of all, the way the story is framed, like, yeah, we're family, but you also owned like my family,
right?
But in my head, I'm like, I don't know how that shit would go though. Like that kind of conversation.
I mean, while I get that it's not technically your fault,
yeah,
who you're born into, like I get that, you know, and more power to you for wanting to get to know me, I guess. You know, I just...
Yeah, like, we're family. We should... But yeah, I'm kind of on your side. Like, we don't... Just because we can don't mean we need to be kin.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean?
I don't really...
Like, that's...
I see why you said you don't really know how to feel about that. Cause yeah, it's like, it's really confusing.
Yeah, like, I get the whole idea of identity, and you want to know, like, family and where you come from and history and all that good stuff. I get it completely. But at the same time, you raped my great-great-great-great-grandmother.
Your ancestors pillaged my damn village.
Yeah, and here I am.
Right. Eating chicken with you that my family probably grew back in the day.
Yeah.
Collard greens that they probably picked.
Yeah, like that's I'm conflicted reading the shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
like, soon as you told me, I felt like that crab meme from SpongeBob.
Yeah. Like, I don't, like...
Just confused.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
So conflicted.
Well,
yeah.
May Your Heart Go On. I don't know. Cue a Celine Dion song.
Okay. Well, we can move on.
Un nuevo amor, sin embargo te deseo lo mejor. Si en mí no encontraste felicidad, tal vez alguien más te la dará.
So speaking of racism,
oh, it's always funny when you introduce it like that.
Yeah, a Trump supporter was kicked out of a Mexican restaurant.
When I read that story, I was tickled pink. So,
yeah,
this lady walks into this Mexican restaurant. Esther. She walks into a Mexican restaurant, and so she's greeted by the server, and everything is great. She gets water. She orders 2 sangrias because she's there with this like former judge or something. And then the server comes back and says, "I'm so sorry, but you gotta go. I have been told that I am not allowed to serve you." And the kicker is Esther had on Trump gear. She had on Make like America regalia. Great Again t-shirts, buttons, snapbacks, visors, fanny packs, waist trainers, sneakers, socks, champion Make America Great Again sweatpants on the booty, like pink. Like, she had on the whole get up. And they told her she gotta go.
Yeah. They tried to cover it up by saying that they were being obnoxious. But which is fine because all Trump supporters are obnoxious.
Right.
But she also had on, like, Trump para.
Yes. So they were like, no.
Yeah, like, you have
like,
to go.
you are supporting the person who wants to block us from coming into this country. So you can't eat here. And I don't blame them. I do not blame them.
Mm-hmm.
So, have you seen that little black teenager, the little black Trump supporter teenager on the internet?
No. There is one?
Oh, nigga. So he's like 17 or something.
Well, you could
know.
stop right there.
And he has like this afro flat top, like he looks like one of the mushrooms from Mario Brothers. And that's like what his haircut is. And so this little nigger goes up to some Mexicans.
Oh, this can't be good.
And asks them to see their IDs. And ask them what they're doing here. First, he made it seem as if he was trying to be friends with the teenager, but he didn't speak good English. So he's asking him like what they're doing here, and
that is so awful.
Why they're here and what school they go to, like fishing. And so the little boy doesn't really understand everything he's saying. So he's trying to he's telling, oh, we don't go to school, we just work. And so he's like, why don't you go to school? And the boy ends up telling him that he doesn't want to, but he ends up in a way telling them that they're there illegally and that they're trying to. And he's like, why did you come here? And he's like, for a better life. And this boy reports them to the police. He reports them to the police and to immigration. And these people got locked up for coming over here illegally. All because this little moon cricket decided that he wanted to go stick his nose into somebody else's business because he believes the bullshit that Trump is spewing, the garbage, the trash that he's spewing. And it's just, he goes and reports these people and ruins their entire lives.
Damn.
Then they did an interview with it, and he's justifying it. Like, he does not see anything wrong with what he did.
I can't say what I really want to say because he's not an adult.
Say what you want to say. I didn't say what his name was.
No, because he's a child, and what I have to say is really not nice.
He's quite conscious of everything that he does, and I think he's a little shithead, so I don't really care what you say. And I blame his parents. I blame you all. You all are disgusting human beings.
Absolutely.
The fact that you can sit up here and allow, like, you probably support this.
Absolutely.
Like, because there's no way that this nigga got all of this for himself. So you probably support this. So you all believe all this.
Let me ask this, because this is the second rudest thing I'm probably going to ask.
Okay.
Is he in a group home?
Nope.
Oh.
2 parents, mama and daddy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Are they white?
They are chocolate. They're not even light skinned.
Are they into sci-fi?
Probably not. They're like black, white, Southern Baptists.
Oh, like Clayton Bigsby.
White power.
Oh, Uncle Ruckus.
Cold black, cold black.
Yeah.
Ruckus, what's a cold black? We got some hungry looking niggas at the front gate.
That shit is funny, but no, that's horrible. That's horrible. Wow, and I hate the internet for making that a thing.
Like, I'm so upset for them to introduce this to me.
Like, I'm so glad I've not come across those.
It's awful. Don't worry, I'll send you the link.
I don't. Whatever.
This award. This is not for me. This is for the real organizers all over the country, the activists, the civil rights attorneys, the struggling parents, the families, the teachers, the students.
So, in more racist news, It's a lot of racism, like, everywhere. Like, it's rampant. It's like a high pollen count. So white people are soups upset at, like, Jesse Williams.
Oh, they are pissed
for his like speech at the BET Awards,
to the point where they want to.
They have signed a petition. They have started a petition on Change.org to get him terminated from the show.
They want to kill this nigga.
Yeah, and Shonda Rhimes was like, "Girl, no, that's not how this shit works
at all."
But then I'm always like, girl, Change.org is so stupid. Like, nothing good comes from Change.org. Like, niggas have shit on Change.org, like stop the ice cream truck from coming, like, at 10 p.m. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
don't have any more babies.
Yeah.
No babies allowed to be born anymore in this town.
Yeah, like, get the fuck.
Right.
Like, that's where you lost. But white people are just so mad. Like, soups upset AF at this, which is so weird because I'm like, their only reason why they've seen it is because it was on Facebook,
right?
Or they were just mad because their monster truck show on Spike TV or whatever was interrupted because they were showing the BET Awards,
right?
But primarily Facebook.
Spike TV might have something to do with it because
the
nigga who was trying to watch Barbecue Wars is pissed.
Oof. Seething.
What are all these moon crickets doing on my TV?
Speaking of moon animals, so, like, Azealia Banks.
Nope.
Yeah, you're right.
Warning. We're about to talk about Orange is the New Black because I'm sick of this. If you have not caught up, I do not care.
Okay.
Do not care. Your thoughts?
My thoughts. Like, first of all, it reminded me that this is a really white show, and how I probably won't watch the next season. Probably. Mm-hmm. Because it was like, first of all, you know, I went on IMDb. It was like, did my boo, like, is she get fired? Is she, like, you know, is she on hiatus? Like, is she pregnant? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But I also think she's still fucking, like, the head writer or producer. Samira is. So maybe that has something to do with it. Like, let me keep my white queen happy. I'll leave. She like puts me up because she got money.
Don't shit where I eat.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. That's what's up. She got her white queen.
I mean, on the show too. Well, an Asian queen.
Which, So let me tell you the moments of this season that really fucked with me. It was only really one. Like, when Pusey died, I was just kind of like, girl, get the fuck. But the orgy scene.
Oh. Okay. So, when the orgy scene first came on for me, I was getting ready to go somewhere. But I was obviously, like, balls deep into Orange is the New Black. So I'm trying to watch while I get ready. So I'm, like, pausing it when I jump in the shower. And then I play it while I'm, like, putting my clothes on and stuff, watching it. So, I went in the bathroom to brush my teeth, and it was playing, and I was like, okay, whatever I hear is going to be enough, like, it's going to be fine. So, I hear, like, Loose Check and, like, Yoga Betty, or whatever her name is,
Jones.
and the Judith.
Yeah.
I hear them, like, hi, so I'm like, oh, okay, I'm cool on this scene, like,
because
it's cool.
They were lit.
Then...
or whatever that was.
Then I heard him say, oh, this is happening? And I said, oh, that is happening.
Yeah.
And against my better judgment, I walked in my room to see these two albino raisins tonguing each other down, which is something I could have completely gone the rest of my existence without seeing.
And then some.
And I don't want to hear any speech about about ageism and how you're tired of young people only being sexy and being able to make out on TV and whatever else I know they're going to say, because it's just gross.
Yeah.
It's
totally.
just gross.
Listen, people on Twitter, on the internet, bully people. They bully people into thinking like that everybody needs to be like accepted, and, like this, like everything is beautiful. No, the fuck it's not. Like
everything is not Afropunk.
Yeah,
and while I thoroughly enjoy Afropunk, and I do not go into Afropunk and do any of the things that they list that you're not supposed to do. Yeah. No ageism, no racism, no homophobia, no transphobia, no hatred, whatever. That's fine. But on an everyday basis, that's gross. I don't want to see it. Yeah. It was nasty.
Yeah.
You all know good and well that you don't want to see two old people, especially two old women, tonguing each other down. You don't want to see that. And if you do, you got issues. You're sick.
They do have elder porn, though.
They have all kinds of porn. Yeah. It doesn't mean you're supposed to watch it. Like,
so what did you feel about the season? Because I don't have many thoughts. I was just kind of like, I'm good.
I still hate Piper. I mean,
she, for whatever reason, like they find more ways for her to be an insufferable human being, and I thought like, you know, she had reached her peak.
Yeah, nah.
And she finds new ways
to be terrible.
To be like awful.
Be terrible.
And it's not to the point where like I want her to like die. It's like I want her to suffer.
Well, she kind of did when she was branded.
That's not enough for me. Like I want her, I want some like Guantanamo Bay shit to happen to her.
I really want the same thing that happened to what's Laverne Cox's character?
Yeah, that's a good question. You know, I never remember her name. I just call her Laverne Cox.
Why can't I? Well, anyway, I want the same thing to happen to Piper. What happened to Laverne Cox's character? Like, you need to go to SAG and you need to lose your mind a little bit.
Yeah. I want them to replace Laverne Cox with Big Frida.
Big Frida's in the house, baby. Yeah. Can you imagine if she came in?
Like, if Big Frida was on Orange is the New Black, it would be so lit.
First of all, I would love a scene with Black Cindy and Big Frida, but I feel like that would be too much for them.
Yeah.
So
a little too much blackness.
And I really love
Black Cindy's my favorite character. She's
her.
Like a bitch, but I understand why she is.
Yeah, no, I completely understand why she is, but I
love
her.
And this season also made me realize that there's only a couple of them that should be in jail or in prison.
Yeah, absolutely.
All the rest of them are like...
But nigga, that's real life.
Like, fucked up.
Just like there are people walking around who need to be in prison.
Yeah, you're right.
So, that's really the long and short of it.
You're right. But are you tuning in next season?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch next season. I mean, I'm going to be super sad that Poussey is not on there. Like,
and we don't know that because, you know, they might do like the...
Poussey is dead.
We don't know if they might do flashback scene because see what happened. Seeing a show that... I might let you borrow the DVDs. Did you ever watch The Big C?
No.
The Big C was really good with Laura Linney. She had cancer, so she had stage 4 cancer, so she was trying to do everything before she died.
Mm-hmm.
And so like she went through like these things, like her best friend died, and then like her husband died.
What?
And then like, yeah, it was weird. Like, it was weird. Ask Kid Fury about it. Like, we were on the phone like watching it, like crying, and however they would come back for episodes, like after they died, because she would like see them.
Okay.
So maybe that might be a thing. We don't know. You know what I was also hoping for this season of Orange is the New Black? Remember the very, very first season, the older lady that was Piper's roommate?
Which one? Who?
Miss the lady who killed the rapist. That's why she was in prison.
Yes.
Well, in real life, she had a car accident, but like she's recouped or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I was hoping they were gonna bring her back. So I'm like, maybe next season they'll bring her back. I'm like, that was lit.
Maybe.
All the Spanish girls can go.
Listen, Maria.
Daya's mother can really like die.
Daya's mother is she's hurt. You have to understand. She's hurt. She's just hurt.
No, she's an evil human being.
No, she's not a nice person, but that's as a result of hurt. This is why niggas need to go to therapy. Daya, she just needs to stop it. Like, girl, don't do this. You ain't about that life.
No, she's not.
You're not about that.
You're
life.
just a pretty Dominican.
You
girl.
are just beautiful, and you just need to just stop it. Just stop it right now. Maria needs to relax. I didn't quite understand that that whole thing about that evil CEO, the one who made old girl eat the mouse. Like, I understand that they were saying like there are really sadistic people out there in positions of power, and like I get all of that, but I felt like that was a lot. Yeah, like everything that he was doing, and when that scene came and then she was talking about she really had to eat the mouse, I was like, did you guys run out of a couple of ideas? Because this is quite a lot. Yeah. So, all in all, I enjoyed it. I can't believe Piper smoked crack. She's so stupid.
Can you?
And then I wasn't really excited about the end with Daya and that gun. Like, I understand that was supposed to be a cliffhanger, and I know that goes to me saying, me talking about she's not about that life, but I'm kind of interested to see where they go with this because they've been doing a lot. So the fact that they even ended it on that note, I'm like, all right, what are you all about to do? Like, then that whole thing with Crazy Eyes and
all right,
fighting scene, like that whole thing was so much.
It was a lot this season, and so that's why I'm just kind of like...
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
I'm good.
That's real.
Y'all got y'all Emmy. It's fine.
So let us know your thoughts on Orange is the New Black. How you felt about it. If we spoiled it for you, I ain't sorry.
Now it's time for Cocktails with Jade.
And we're back with Cocktail of the Week. It's not a complex cocktail. Sometimes you just want something simple. We went camping this weekend and I made a sangria that snuck up on you real good. In your container, pour 2 bottles of white wine. I use Sauvignon Blanc, but any dry white wine will do. 1 bottle of brandy, 1 full container of peach nectar, a 1/4 cup of simple syrup, a 1/4 cup of pineapple juice, and the juice of 1 lime. Stir really well and add sliced peaches, preferably fresh, but frozen will work just fine. Cover tight and let sit in the fridge for at least 4 hours to let all the flavors get through. Add a few fresh blackberries when you serve and garnish with a sprig of mint. Make sure you listen to weekly episodes of Jade and XD for more cocktails and drink tips.
Thank you. That's lit.
Thanks. It was really good.
Yeah. I walked around the city this weekend with like liquor and like a cup I got from like a to-go spot. And it was literally like sparkling like Prosecco and Saint Germain. Yeah.
Light, refreshing, and will get you real quick.
Man.
Champagne will get you every time and give you a disgusting hangover.
Man.
Oof.
I had a hangover all
White wine gives me a hangover the way that sangria does. I mean, the way that champagne does. Like, it's just a hangover that's not pleasant. I was completely and disgustingly hungover by 10 p.m. the night before my wedding.
Yeah, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were there.
Like, I was full-blown drunk by 3 p.m.
We know, girl. We kept buying you drinks.
Full-blown drunk. That's you all's fault.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go out that night. I was like, we going out. My husband was having his bachelor party that night. So I was like, we're going to continue this because they gave me a bachelorette brunch. And by 10 p.m., I was sitting in my bed with all my friends in my house throwing up in a plastic bag.
Yeah, you were.
Just a little bit of personal information for
You
you
were.
all.
We were. All of us were wasted. No, you were wasted.
I know it was me.
Because we bought you like bottles of champagne, and you were drinking it straight from the bottle.
Then they got me a massage after we left the brunch, which is a horrible idea when you're drunk because it mixes up all the toxins in your body, and you feel like you're going to die later.
Yeah.
Blowing chronic to me is like a tradition to me. I got the pit down, so sit down and listen to me. Don't go against me, fool, go with me. And we can blow it all together like Bobby Brown and Whitney.
Here's another story that I don't really know what to do with. But I'm just going to, here it goes.
Okay.
So Snoop Dogg is going to perform at the DNC. Let me say that again, because I don't even believe it. Snoop Dogg is going to perform at the Unity Party at the Democratic National Convention.
Okay. That is so interesting. I mean...
That's information.
Huge. That's big. Like...
That is some information.
You're known for smoking weed. Like... That's what you do. That's your entire persona. So, I don't know what that says, if that's like some sort of foreshadowing to legalities of America.
Yeah. He's going to headline the Unity Party for the Democratic donors at Philadelphia's Electric Factory this month on the 28th. The Senate Majority PAC announced in a press release sent to Billboard today. So, well, by the time you guys listen to this, it would have been Tuesday. So,
right.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Okay. Congratulations. That's really big and interesting. Strange.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I don't really know what to do with that either. That goes right in the book with that slave story.
Yeah, there you go.
So when is my nigga Adnan supposed to be getting another trial?
I don't know. It's you got some time. You know that takes a long time. But I'll be watching.
Absolutely. What do you think is gonna happen?
I don't know, honestly.
Me neither.
I'm hopeful that the proper justice is served, but I don't know.
That's real.
I don't know. Like, you know, the political climate of Baltimore has never been the easiest.
No, it hasn't. And this
low
case,
key, this kind of like what happened to O.J. Simpson. Like, you have a primarily black jury, and you have another suspect, Jay, who's black. They're not gonna want to. No, the nigga ain't do it. No, he didn't do it.
I feel that nigga.
It's gotta be this Arab man. Like, I'm not to say that's what they would call him, but you know what I mean. Like, I just don't see it like happening. I was really drunk and I called French Montana Adnan the other day.
You.
just felt like sharing.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yo, Zach, I got something to tell you.
Alright, what's up?
I'm late.
You late?
Yeah.
Well, what you mean? I mean, what, you late for work or something?
No, I'm late.
Alright, you late or you late?
I'm late.
Word?
Yeah, word.
So, I have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
It's like a little bit, I guess, maybe it's random, but
okay.
It's been going through my mind, and you know, I feel like I'm not the only person who feels like this. When did you realize that your parents were people? Does that make any sense?
No, it makes sense. Like, you mean like when she wasn't just my mother, she was just like a woman.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like someone outside of related to me.
Yes.
It had to be when I was 21. My mother, I was younger. It was one of the few times I went home for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And my mother had gotten into an argument with with her brothers, my uncles. And my mother, I've never seen her that upset before.
Mm-hmm.
Except at my father, but you know, that was warranted. Right. But she was like, it was almost like she went to like this little girl phase, like, and I'm like, Mom, what the fuck? Like, stand up for yourself. Like, in my head, and that's just not who she is. And that's when I realized, like, these are her own insecurities and things coming up. And I was just like, oh, wow. This is crazy. Like, right. So I had to step in and curse everybody out. And everybody was just unexpected. And so I threw everybody out of the house. And they were like, we didn't know you can cuss like that. I was like, oh.
Oh, but nigga.
Yeah, because not only were they
if you don't stop talking
niggas,
to me, you're gonna find out some new cuss words.
Yeah, they got called the F word that y'all don't like. That's when they got really mad.
Because really, you were the oldest.
Yeah. 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 So, yeah, but that's when I realized, and then also and then later on in life, when my mother and I started this new relationship that we have, like ever since then, it's more of like she's my friend now. Like, she's still my mother, but now it's a more friendly kind of thing.
That's good.
And although she calls me girl sometimes, I'd be like, I don't know you like that. but like she'll say things to me, and I'm like, oh, this is like you're human.
Right.
When did you feel like that?
I think the first time I learned it was early. I learned it when I was 12 or 13. But then, my father I was always a daddy's girl. And yeah. I was like super, like whatever my dad was doing, I wanted to do it. My father was going to play basketball. I was going to the gym with him. Like everything he was doing. You was
with him shooting in the gym.
I was always with him shooting in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Was you with him shooting in the gym?
Mm-hmm.
I was with him shooting in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
So, then I told you all that I was engaged once before.
Mm-hmm.
And so, full disclosure, my ex-fiance called my engagement off.
Mm-hmm.
And he did this the week of my bridal shower. So at this time, we'd already had invitations printed and everything. So this was a legit, like, deal. And I found out that my father did the same thing to my mother.
Oh, shit.
Like, back in the day. Because all I knew was that my parents got married in my grandparents' living room.
Yeah.
My mother wore a red dress. My father wore a brown suit. I figured it was because they didn't have any money. They were very young.
Mm-hmm.
So that was just that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come to find out, they had a whole wedding planned. Invitations had gone out, and my father called the wedding off. And now, fast forward, you're watching your daughter go through the exact same thing that you put her mother and your wife through.
Mm.
So that was the first time that I really saw. And he didn't really speak a lot on it. I actually learned it from my mother, which I was very surprised. That woman knows, she knows how to hold water. Like my mother, my mother can hold water. Like she will hold on to something for decades and then be like,
bam,
bang, like dominoes. You know what I'm saying? Like bones. Yeah. So, that was the first time that I really saw like the person and the human in my father, and not like my father. And I don't look at him any differently. Like I love my dad, you know what I'm saying? Like I have a good relationship with my dad. We have some differences, but I love my father. I love both my parents. But that was definitely the first time that I saw that he was a human being, and that he has made, you know, mistakes in the past, and now you've got to reap that by watching the exact same thing replay, which might have needed to happen. Maybe that's why that happened. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm with the love of my life. You know, we have a beautiful child together, and we're, you know, very happy together. So
yeah, that's good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't ever know why things happen the way that they do, but they'll manifest themselves later on.
Right. But still, it is one of those things, like, sometimes when you find things out about your parents, it can make you look at them sideways a little bit.
Right. Right. Just a little bit like,
And it's just like, ooh, I don't want to feel like that
I
at
see you,
all.
boy.
Yeah, like, at all. Because that's a funny feeling.
It is. It's a weird feeling.
Like, when you find out shit about, like, your uncles or any family member that you'd be like, that's some dirty nigga shit. Like, that, like, you dirty motherfucker.
Right.
Like, for real.
Like, you hear all the good stuff growing up, and then you hear, like, the foul stuff later on, and you're like, really, nigga?
Yeah. Like, I defend you, man.
So.
It's rough. But it's also, like, I don't know, does that affect you as a parent, though? Like, what have you, like, decided what you would withhold from your kid?
You definitely think about it, like, because now you're an adult and you're a human being, and all you think of yourself on a day-to-day basis as a human being. Like, you know what I'm saying? I go to work, I do my job, you know what I'm saying? Make a couple niggas laugh.
Yeah.
Not intentionally, but
yeah.
You know, and then going about my day, do whatever I do. And it's like, when is my child going to be like, my mother is a human? Yeah. So it's like, it's so funny watching it happen as you become that parent, but you're still that human being. And it's like, now you be like, now you see why they got lines in movies and stuff with black women being like, mama need love too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
do you find yourself turning into your mother or father?
Oh my God, every day, B. Every day, B. Niggas turn into their parents every day, B.
I know. I'm turning into my mother, and I'm becoming really sensitive.
Even in the way that I parent in certain ways, I'll catch myself like, okay, not to say that my mother was a bad parent, she wasn't, but there's just some things that I would like to do differently. Yeah. And so based off of like feelings that I've had as a child. So it's like I would like to do certain things differently, and that's not shade at all.
No, because
But I'll catch myself like even having certain feelings that she had and seeing why she would react the way that she does and being like, whoa there. Yeah. Let me check that real quick, because that's one of those things that I would like to do differently.
Yeah.
So I definitely see my parents and myself, both of them, my mother more so. And, you know, it helps me in a lot of ways because she had a lot of wonderful qualities as a mother, but it also helps me to kind of shift things and do things the way that I would like to do them.
Yeah.
And combine those two elements to try to just, you know, make the next generation better than the last. Yeah. So that's where it is.
No, that's so real. I get it. I just find myself becoming more and more sensitive and more cerebral like my mother, and I hate it. And I'm like, girl, what happened to this whole youthful, I don't give a fuck attitude?
Right.
I thought I was supposed to like not give a fuck as I get older.
No, you definitely start.
I'm like, that is
because there are things you have to consider, like credit. savings, like budgets, bills, like, and I had those things as you know, in my early 20s, and like I had those things and bills even in my late teens, but nigga, they start to become so much more prevalent in making sure that you're responsible with them the older that you get. Like,
yo, and that's emotionally taxing. Like the psychology of paying rent. Like,
I just remember even in my early 20s, like when I had my own apartment, and you know, obviously I didn't have cable because I couldn't afford it, but I had a car, and I was good.
That's more important.
And I had Netflix back when Netflix would send you DVDs.
Yeah.
And I was like, pay this Netflix on time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I pay that rent like a couple days late, but this $8 is getting paid every month because you're not going to stop my DVDs.
Exactly.
And the electricity, obviously, because I can't watch Netflix without it.
Yeah.
So, but now it's like, oh, if I don't pay this, it's going to go on my credit report, which will then translate, like, so it's, you start to really prioritize.
Yeah.
Just a little responsible talk for you all. I've realized what an auntie I've become.
Yeah.
But I'm the cool auntie.
Yeah. But anyway, that's the show. It was so fun having Noah on last week.
I know, and it was unexpected, but it was fun having her here.
No, people wondering, I turned the comments off on SoundCloud because I didn't know how y'all niggas was gonna be, and I don't know if I had to come and shoot y'all in y'all apartment or whatever the fuck y'all live.
Yeah.
But y'all have been really loving and receptive. But I think that has a lot to do with the fact that Noah's just a dope ass kid.
No, she absolutely is. And if you say anything bad about a kid, then I hope you get run over by a cab. Like, you're a horrible, terrible person.
Yeah.
So,
before we go, I feel like this is a PSA. And maybe we should have like a petition. I know it's change.org and I said it was stupid, but this might be like a real thing. Like, we need to cancel the Olympics.
Oh, nigga. If you got niggas dropping like flies, like, I'm not going there to perform anything.
And structures falling, and the Rio police saying, like, we don't have enough money to pay these niggas, so these niggas ain't gonna be secure.
Yeah.
I mean, but furthermore, the cops in Rio are really crooked, and they might do better off by not being there in general.
But it's messing up for the people.
Yeah.
And their money.
Yeah, like, I get the fact that the Olympics is supposed to be some, like, big boost in economic growth because of the fact that it's bringing tons of money there. But, like...
Y'all don't have clean water.
No, they don't.
They don't have
stable infrastructures or anything.
Like, forget Zika, which you have.
Yeah.
You don't have clean water.
Yeah, and AIDS and HIV are huge numbers.
So...
And athletes like to fuck raw.
We have learned this through so many examples.
Yeah, so many.
Black Mamba. All that splooge inside that girl. All them niggas entering up inside of her raw dog. Guard your dick.
Yeah, but I'm glad that a lot of people are like kind of like, no, I'm not going to participate in the Olympics this year.
Yeah.
Even
James Harden and his ugly beard said he wasn't going.
Yeah, which okay. But I'm glad that people are taking a stance and like, nah, girl, health is more important. Like, I want to live. Because y'all don't really care. But, like, niggas is just, like, falling off the sky dying, showing up on shore dying. Like, how many more signs does God have to give to be like, I told y'all niggas. This doesn't need to happen. Like, low-key, Rio is, like, a hellmouth right now. So, like, IDK. But we just need to put, like, I don't know, like, Tex Yele or something. For Rio, IDK. But that's the end of the show, guys. Thanks for listening.
Just looking out of the window, watching him go home. You not gonna join me?
I don't know what that song is.
Good times.
Oh.
Good times.
But that's not even our ending theme song.
Well, we didn't sing, so I was just singing.
Oh,
You want to sing something else?
Sending my love.
We already sang that.
Damn it!
Come up with something else.
Okay. You know, every now and then you like to hear something from us. Nice and easy. See, there's just one thing. We never ever do anything nice and easy. We always do it nice and rough. I'm going to take the beginning of this song and do it nice and easy. Then we're going to do the finish rough. That's the way we do. Proud Mary. And we're rolling, rolling,
rolling,
rolling,
rolling on the river.
Left a good job down in the city, working for the man every night and day. And I never lost 1 minute of sleep, and I don't worry about the way things might have been. Big wheels keep on turning. Ooh, proud Mary, keep on burning.
And we're rolling,
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 rolling on the river.
Rolling on the river.
Well, I left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. And I never lost 1 minute of sleep. What about the things we might have been? Big wheels keep on turning, proud Mary keep on burning, and we rolling, rolling, rolling on the river,
rolling on the river,
rolling, rolling, rolling on the river, rolling on the river.
Not everybody.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings, eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.